I am romance author Nancy Harkness, and this is Writer Unedited number 95, where I just sit at my writing desk, sometimes with the company of a cat, there's Skoda, and talk about whatever's going on in my writing life and often in my personal life too. So here goes. Oh, what else? Oh, yes. And if you miss a live, you can always find them on my YouTube channel, and I'll put a link in the comments below. So, release week for Royal Kaleva Raoul is over. I'm so sad about that because it was so much fun. There was so much support. I got such great reviews from my review crew and other folks, which are so important to the book's success and for which I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Gail, you're one of them. Thank you so much. I love your reviews. They're always so enthusiastic. It shines right through. Honestly, it's a huge relief when the reviews are good because, you know, sending a new book out into the world is a little scary. And I always ask people to leave honest reviews. And so when they say they like the book, I believe them. I feel like it's genuine. And sometimes the reviews are just so enthusiastic that I have to believe them. And that really, really helps. And by the way, I'm extending the release week giveaways for several more days because I went to the Passaic County Book Festival, which is near my house, and I did not participate. But I wanted to see, I had a bunch of friends, but, you know, author buddies who were there, and I wanted to see them in person because we don't get together the way we used to, sadly. So I came home with several of their books autographed, and I'm giving those away, and I'm including a vintage New Jersey Romance Writers Conference tote bag with each giveaway. And so please keep visiting my Facebook page. I put a new one up today, even though today technically is out of release week. I'm keeping those going, so keep entering. Gail says, I love this series, but something about Raoul just slays me. Oh, that makes me feel so wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Gail. I can't tell you how much that means to me, truly. Let's see, what else? So, oh yes, so, so I've put my tiara away, because release week's over, but I'll be getting it out again on October 8th because I'm doing an in-person book signing, which I do very few of, as you guys know, in Montclair, New Jersey, October 8th, which is Tuesday, next Tuesday, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I'm really excited about this. I did this for Gabrielle's release. It's at a wonderful clothing boutique named Barbara Eclectic, whose owner is so supportive of local authors, and she's also donating 10% of the sales during that period, including on clothing, to the Friends of the Montclair Animal Shelter. So she's a big supporter of animals too, as you know that I am. Now, since I know that many of my readers do not live close enough to Upper Montclair to come to a book signing, I wanted to offer, this is just an example, book plates. So if you have a print copy of any of my Royal Kaleva books and you would like a signed book plate, I will be happy to send it to you for free. You just DM me on Facebook and say, I would like a book plate for Raoul's book. You got to tell me which book because I sign it different ways for different books. And send me your snail mail address, and I'll be happy to send you a book plate or 3 book plates, depending on how many of the books you have. And so, more news about the end of release week. Because I got such great support from all of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart, I will be making a donation to Harmony Dog Rescue of $1,100. So this helps dogs whose owners are experiencing homelessness, medical emergencies, or domestic violence find safe homes, at least temporary. You know, sometimes they're temporary, sometimes maybe for forever, which of course would be very sad. But Dr. Darling Daughter strongly recommended this organization. They work in Pittsburgh, where she lives, and she says that her clinic often refers people to them. So thank you all for buying my books so I can support Harmony Dog Rescue. You should feel very good about reading Raul's book. We have people! More people! Mary Jane! Hi, Mary Jane! So glad you made it. Hope you're feeling okay. Been missing you. Gail says, wow, that's so special and such a great place. Yes, it is. I assume you're talking about Barbara Eclectic or Harmony Dog Rescue. They're both special places, so it doesn't matter. But I'm always very, very happy to support an animal rescue organization every time I release a book. And of course, I support animal rescue organizations all the time, but that's the big one, right? What else is going on? Oh, Mikkel's book. So now the release week is over. I have gone back to work on Mikkel's book. Unfortunately, there's not much forward progress because I decided I had to rework all the opening scenes pretty substantially. So there's been a lot of ripping and tearing, but it happens. Sometimes I just have to do that because I learn more about the characters and the plot as I write, and therefore the beginning doesn't always work right from the start, or the original beginning doesn't always work. Raul's book I started over 3 times, just to give you an idea. And thank God for my critique group, because they're the ones who I show it to and who say, yes, this is a good opening, or go back to the drawing board, which is exactly what I need them for. And I have to say, for all that Mikkel appeared in 3 books before this as a secondary character, but a pretty noticeable one, I honestly don't know him as well as I thought I did. He's a very complicated man with a dark past. He's the single father of a daughter, and he has more than your average worries about the daughter because of the dark past, of course. So I'm kind of feeling my way along with him now, and honestly, that's fun. It's, discovering more about the character is part of the joy of being a pantser, as I am. I write by the seat of my pants. I don't outline. So this is a pleasure for me. On the other hand, I'm very comfortable with his heroine, whose name is Isabel. Isabel is an artist. And I think I decided he needed an artist because his job and his life take him to very dark places. And I decided he needed beauty to balance that. And that's one of the things that Isabel can give him is, a way to see beauty in the world. Because, honestly, we all need that, don't we? One of the great joys of my life is to take a walk around my neighborhood, which is not a particularly spectacular neighborhood. It's just your usual local neighborhood. But there's always something beautiful to see, either a bird or a flower or a flowering tree or just a beautiful clouds. Nature is so rewarding if you really look at it. So beauty is very important. Gail says the balance makes sense. He's a very enigmatic character too. Exactly. And I think that's my problem. He's just as opaque to me as he is to everyone else. Even though I already knew, even in the first book, I knew part of his backstory. I just haven't had a chance to really dig into him, and he's going to be a very interesting character for me to work with. Challenging, and that's good. I like challenges. So I'm very intrigued by this book. I think it may be slow going, but you guys are used to that for me because, I need to think. I need to percolate. And that's what I hope is part of what makes my books the kind of books that they are and the kind of books that you like. So what else? On the personal front, I have taken off my tiara until Tuesday, and I have put on my Mother of the Bride hat because Dr. Darling Daughter is getting married this month. I'm not really sure what a Mother of the Bride hat looks like. Maybe something a little frazzled. There are just so many details. And I have to say, Dr. Darling Daughter is very organized, and she's done most of the big planning for this event. Part of it is she's in Pittsburgh and I'm not, because the wedding's in Pittsburgh. Part of it is, she's old enough to have opinions of her own about what she wants from a wedding. which is, by the way, totally fine with me. But this is the point where there are a lot of fiddly little details that have to get nailed down because they haven't quite been nailed down yet. So we're taking care of those. And one of them that I have to share with you because it's so cute, because these are the fun details. She decided that at the rehearsal dinner, she wanted cocktail napkins with pictures of her pets on them. So I don't have the napkins because they got shipped to her, but I got them. I obtained them from Amazon. Who knew you could get this stuff from Amazon? And I have to show you the pictures that she sent me of them. So this is Luca, her pit bull. And by the way, I sent them photographs of the animals, and they turned them into these cute line drawings. And yes, we did some really corny sayings like it's a forever love. Haha, get it? And then the cats. And of course, I love the cats. So we have her 3 cats, Beatrice, Geode, and Druzy. And Rebecca and Sal are getting meowied. Ha ha ha. Cute. But aren't they cute? That's really what her cats look like. So Beatrice is a, what is she? Tortie, maybe? Geode is a ginger cat. He's orange. And Druzy is a calico. Yes, a calico. And so they really captured them very nicely. So they're cute. So I had to share those with you. And that's really all I've got. Next week, I will be here on Wednesday the, what will it be? 9th. 8th? No. 9th. Oh, gosh. No, sorry. 8th. And my book signing is on the 7th. Did I say it was on the 8th? It's on the 7th. Tuesday the 7th is the book signing. God, I'm not in October yet, mentally, obviously. So I'll be here on the 8th, Wednesday the 8th, but I will be here at 7 p.m. instead of at 2 p.m. because I have book club in the afternoon. And, can't miss book club because no one wants to miss book club. Now, I have 4 viewers here. Who is here besides Gail and Mary Jane? Say hi. I like knowing who I'm talking to. So, anybody have any comments or questions? Because that's pretty much it for me. I'm a little fried after release week. It is a little hectic, doing all the Facebook postings. And then there's behind the scenes stuff that you don't see because you're not supposed to. Updating a lot of things. And, and I should mention that Super Son and I went out for dinner release night. Oh, Scota's leaving us. Bye, Scots. Where are you off to? Where'd you go? He's still hanging out behind me. We went out to dinner and had a really lovely celebration of release day, which was nice. It's always nice to share with one's children, isn't it? Okay. Sally says, I just stumbled in. PJ. Hi, PJ. Hi, Sally. How are you guys? So good to see you here. So, as I was saying, I'm still a little frazzled from release week, but calming down, and now gearing up for the wedding. So, busy time of year, but fun, all fun stuff. Okay, so, unfortunately, I have to say goodbye now because I have nothing else to talk about, honestly. And Skoda has left, so, that's who you really want to see, right? Anyway, thank you all for all of your support, for your reviews, for allowing me to make my donation to Harmony Dog Rescue, and for just reading my books, because that's the most important thing, is to have someone close the circle. I send it out into the world, but until you read it, it's just a pile of paper with little black marks on it, or a digital file made of little black marks. So, thank you. I so appreciate all of you. Bye.